Start by rotating one arm forward in full circle, then reverse direction. Now, switch arms and repeat the motion. With the elbows out to the side and the forearms bent in toward the chest, rotate the upper body from side to side. After a few repetitions, extend the arms while continuing to rotate the trunk. Using a partner or suitable fixed object for support, the player swings the outside leg forward and backward, warming up the hip, quad, and hamstring muscles. This exercise is good for loosening up the lower body muscles prior to stretching. Here again, using a partner or fixed object for support, the player swings the outside leg across the front of the body from side to side. This exercise warms up the hip and groin muscles and increases the blood flow to the lower body in preparation for stretching. Partners start in the ready position face to the face and shuffle step sideways in the karaoke mirror. Cross one foot in front of the other foot on the first step, then cross the same foot behind the other in the next step. Here is a great exercise to warm the entire body. From a stationary position, jump in the air and rotate the upper and lower body in opposite directions. Alternately bringing the knees up high is a great exercise for warming up the glutes, quads, and hamstrings. The speed and the height of the knee raise can be increased as the lower body begins to warm up. Here's a good warm-up for the quads and lower leg. Kick the heels up to touch the upper back part of the leg or glute, increasing speed and frequency as the muscles begin to warm up. To stretch the glutes and hamstrings, start by taking a big step forward. With the toes of the front foot pointed straight ahead and the back foot turned slightly outward, drop the hips straight down while keeping the back straight. Drop the elbow down as far as possible to further increase the stretch. Bend the front leg until a good stretch of the hamstring and glutes is achieved. Starting from a standing position, take a step forward and raise the opposite leg with the knee out in front, and then rotate outward to abduct the hip. On a recovery, bring the leg back toward the midline of the body and step forward to initiate the rotation of the opposite leg. Use the press as an exercise to help get the blood pumping in the arms and legs. Basically a modified skipping motion, the press requires bringing the knees up high and pumping the arms. Keeping the body low and the knees deeply flexed, jump to the side off one leg, landing on the opposite foot. Maintain a deep knee flex on the landing, then repeat the motion, jumping back to the original position. This sequence is a great way to develop strength and balance. The 2-foot hop helps develop explosive power in all directions. With the feet together, jump in a square pattern, maintaining balance with each jump. Reverse directions and repeat the pattern. Creating a T-plateau on the floor gives players the opportunity to execute an unlimited number of footwork patterns. Virtually any footwork exercise can be practiced on the ladder in varying combinations to increase foot speed, agility, leg strength, and balance. Hopscotch. High step, forward and sideways. down. Crossover forward. Crossover backward. Stay. Slalom. One foot hop. Two foot hop. With the hands on the hips, bend the legs into a deep squat, then explode straight upward. Both feet should hit the floor at the same time on the landing.
Once players are on the ice, the warm-up should follow the same three basic phases: general total body warm-up, dynamic warm-up, and speed, agility, and quickness warm-up. General total body warm-up will consist of basic skating drills aimed at gradually increasing the athlete's heart rate and respiratory rate. Players should get a feel for the ice by doing some basic skating skills: forward and backward skating in a straight line, as well as turning corners to the right and left, skating in circles to the right and left, crossovers to the right and left, and slow stops and starts to the right and left. Dynamic on-ice warm-up will consist of some basic movement exercises, such as shoulder flexion. Holding the stick with both hands in front of their body, the player lifts up their arms over their head as far as possible without arching the back. Shoulder extension. Holding the stick with both hands behind their back, the player lifts their arms behind their back as high as possible.
Cool down is the opposite of warm-up. If the warm-up prepares the body for exercise, cool down becomes the body following exercise. Cool down is one of the most important features of the recovery process following exercise. An appropriate cool down will aid in the dissipation of waste products, reduce the potential muscle soreness following exercise, reduce the chance of dizziness or fainting caused by the pooling of venous blood in the extremities, reduce the level of adrenaline in the blood. Cool down should consist of a period of 5 to 10 minutes of light aerobic activity, the muscles working to aid in the dissipation of waste product and blood from the extremities. It is generally agreed that static stretching during the cool down is beneficial.
Stretching should be completed after every game, practice, and all ice training activity. Players should be warm prior to stretching. Players should maintain a proper body position and alignment to stretch. Players should be alert to the feel of the stretch. Feeling should be one of gentle stretch, not pain. Do not overstretch. Stretch should be static, not bouncing. Stretches should be held for 15 to 30 seconds and repeated 3 or 4 times each. A number of things to remember. These stretches should be considered a minimum requirements. For more stretches, consult an appropriate professional or community. If the player complains of pain during any of the dynamic or static stretching exercises, the player should stop the exercises and seek medical advice. A player's flexibility will decrease during the growth spurt. This occurs at approximately age 12 for girls and age 14 for boys. More frequent stretching may decrease these effects.
Players can improve their flexibility with the use of proper stretching techniques. Stretching actually lengthens the muscle tissue, helping to increase a player's range of motion while decreasing a chance of stiffness or injury. As a result, stretching should be a fundamental component of any player's training program.
2 types of stretches are shown. The first are dynamic, with movement, and the second are static, which are held for 15 to 30 seconds. Dynamic stretching is recommended for pre-exercise warm-up, while static stretching is best for post-exercise cool-down.
Bring one knee up toward the chest, grasping it with both hands and pulling it as close to the body as possible. Start the sequence with the knee in line with the inside of the shoulder. Following some repetitions, move the knee toward the outside of the shoulder. Now, after a couple of repetitions, move the knee across the body toward the opposite shoulder. Repeat the stretch 2 or 3 times in each position before changing legs. Here are 2 different ways to stretch the glute, hip, and lower back muscles. In the version on the right, sit up straight with both legs extended. Raise one leg and cross it over the other, placing the foot flat on the floor. With the elbow on the outside of the raised knee, slowly twist the upper body. In the version on the left, lie flat on the back with the legs extended. Cross one leg over the other, rotating the lower body. At the same time, abduct the arm by reaching in the opposite direction of the crossing leg. There are 2 versions of the thigh and hip flexor stretch. Both begin with one knee on the floor and the other knee bent forward. In the version on the right, with the hands on each side of the front foot, keep the back straight and the hips and shoulders square. Lean forward to create a stretch in the thigh and hip flexor. In the version on the left, with the hands on the raised knee, lean forward, stretching the quad and hip flexors. Stretching the hamstring and lower back can be done in one of 2 ways. In the version on the right, from a sitting position on the floor, extend one leg with the toes upward and bend the other leg inward, placing the foot against the thigh. Lean forward with the arms outstretched, keeping the back straight and the hips and shoulders square. In the version on the left, lie flat on the back and raise one leg up in the air. Place the hands behind the leg and move the knee toward the chest. Keep the thigh vertical and bend the knee downward to release the tension. Then, raise it again to perform another stretch. Here are 2 different exercises for stretching the quadriceps. In this example, stand on one leg and lift the other foot behind, grabbing the ankle. Pull the leg up and back, keeping the knee pointed to the floor. Push the hip forward to increase the stretch in the quads. Another way to stretch the quads is to lie on the floor, bringing one ankle back toward the hip. Gently hold the ankle and push the hip forward to increase the stretch. In the first version of the groin stretch, sit on the floor with the soles of the feet together. Pull the feet in toward the groin as far as possible, ensuring the back is kept straight. Increase the stretch by placing the elbows on the knees, pushing down until a good stretch is felt to the groin. In the second version, extend one leg out to the side with the body over the bent knee and hands out front on the floor, shoulder width apart. Lower the hips slowly to stretch the groin. To further increase the stretch, place the foot flat on the floor and once again, slowly lower the hips. The trunk and shoulder stretch starts by bringing one arm overhead and bending the elbow to drop the hand down along the spine. Grasp the elbow with the opposite hand and pull gently on the elbow to stretch the triceps and shoulder. At the same time, bend the upper body sideways to stretch the muscles of the trunk. Now, bring the arm across the body and pull the elbow toward the chest.
A well-designed off-ice training program will help players of all ages be in top condition when the game is on the line. Players should perform the following 7 stretches to complete the cool down. 1. Trunk shoulder. 2. Thigh quadriceps. 3. Thigh flexor. 4. Groin. 5. Hamstring lower back. 6. Low back hip extensor. 7. Gluteal hip low back. Trunk shoulder stretch. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Bring the left arm overhead and reach your hand down the spine. Pull the left elbow behind the head with the right hand. Bend the trunk straight sideways